Imagine the world as a panel of bubbles. Each bubble represents a country, and its size shows how many people live there. Now let's reorder everything by income, from the poorest to the richest, to understand, without illusions, how most of humanity lives today. In a few minutes, we'll climb from rural families who live with almost nothing to the very top of the global pyramid. Along the way, we'll bust a few myths about poverty, the global middle class, and inequality. We start where life is toughest: rural areas in low-income countries. Large families, subsistence farming, scarce electricity, water fetched from natural sources, improvised bedding. Typical daily income barely covers basic food. Infant mortality is higher, and access to services is limited. Moving up a step, we reach countries many label as always poor, yet they've been progressing. Homes have electricity, simple water systems or wells, basic toilets, popular cell phones, and increasingly, near universal access to power. Families are still large, but smaller than at the previous level. It's the start of a quiet transition. Here, urbanization accelerates. People leave the countryside for cities. Houses have defined rooms, bathrooms, kitchens, and basic appliances. Mobile internet becomes common. Motorcycles dominate everyday transport, and fertility drops to around 2 children per woman. At this stage, it's common to own a car, a computer, and maintain a more stable shopping basket. Undernutrition declines, while issues typical of developing countries, like obesity, begin to appear. Schooling rises, fertility falls below replacement, and access to services expands. Now, most people live in good quality housing with structured public health care, social protection, and far greater freedom of movement. Passports that grant visa-free entry to dozens, sometimes hundreds of countries. Living standards are comfortable, though economic growth doesn't benefit everyone equally. At the top of the global distribution, a sizable share of Americans ranks among the world's richest. Homes and cars are larger, consumption is broader. But that doesn't mean everyone is wealthy. Even in richer countries, internal inequality matters. Two things happened at the same time. The gap between countries narrowed. Billions left poverty over recent decades, while inequality within many countries increased. Subjectively, parts of the middle class in richer economies felt stuck, while Asia surged ahead. If we look at wealth, everything a person owns, those with around $1 million are already in roughly the top 1% globally. Above $20 million, we're talking about an even rarer elite. Billionaires number only in the thousands worldwide and make up a tiny share of the population, yet hold a significant slice of total wealth. Today's picture is more nuanced than common sense suggests. Fewer people in extreme poverty, more people in the middle of the distribution, and, at the same time, highly concentrated pockets of wealth. In a global sense, the world has indeed become more middle class, and that coexists with higher domestic inequality in several economies. Understanding wealth levels isn't about picking sides, it's about gaining context. With context, easy narratives lose power, and better public and private decisions come within reach.